up, YouTube fam? I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all day going well. But I got a question for you. Are you ready to start your day with a dash of positivity? Well, if your answer is yes, or maybe even if it's no, you in the right place. Stay tuned in as I make this cup of positivity. Just imagine yourself waking up in the morning, sipping on your coffee or your tea. This is not only a cup that nourishes your body, but it also feeds your soul. This cup right here is not just a cup, not just a glass. It's your daily dose of inspiration. In order to achieve this cup of positivity, the supplies that you would need would be some scissors, depending on which technique you're going to use, but I'm using some scissors today, a rag, some alcohol, your cup of choice. I'm choosing to use this glass, which also comes with a glass straw. And also, I have me some UV DTF cup wraps. First and foremost, with these UV DTF wraps, you have some that's a full wrap, and then you have some as an instant. With this one, got negative space. Well, I haven't completely mastered a full wrap to where I can wrap it correctly. So, since this one got empty space in it, I likes to cut mine to help me apply it to my cup better. So, without cutting on the actual design, go around where you want to cut without cutting the actual design. I normally cut in 3 pieces, a middle, and 2 sides. It helps me to line up and place on my cup easier. Like so. Next, you want to take your cup. I normally remove my lid. I take my alcohol. If you want to, you can put something down to protect your surface. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to lay something down real quick. And you want to spray your cup and wipe it down. That's basically making sure ain't no sticky stuff, no fingerprints, no oil. You want to make sure this UV DTF sticks to this cup. I even go so far going ahead and wipe the inside down. Now, I don't have no fancy cup stand, so sometimes you gotta work with what you got. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna use that to keep it from rolling for now. I always start with my middle piece, lay it flat. I also don't got no fancy squeegee tool, so like I said, once again, sometimes you got to work with what you got. So your hand works just as good as a squeegee tool. So I normally press down to make sure it's gonna stick when I peel it up. You want to make sure not to do it like this and pull forward. You want to lay down and pull backwards on the white part. The lower you pull back, the easier it is. But be careful, because if it ain't stuck to the clear part good, it can lift up or you can crack it. So once you got it pulled off, it will look like this. I normally take mine. Sometimes I even put it in my lap. And you want to try to line it. Ooh. You want to try to line it up as good as possible. I try not to go into the curve because it's easier or harder for it to stick. So I try to stay from the curve. And sometimes I even do it while it's sitting up, which is a little harder for y'all to see. But once you got it on there, I start in the middle and go down and then work my way out. Then I go to the other side. Like I said, your finger work just as good as a squeegee tool. And just squeeze it down. Sometimes I even take the rag. Sometimes I even take the rag and use it to help me put as much pressure down as possible. You want to make sure you get all bubbles out. You don't want no bubbles up under the design part. Like right in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's some bubbles. That's fine. It's not where the design is actually at. You want to just make sure you get it off and under the design. This is the same technique you would be doing with the squeegee. But I don't have one, so I'm using the rag to help me push down. Then you want to carefully lift up the plastic from one side and slowly pull back. If you pull too fast and it wasn't stuck, your design will lift up and you could possibly mess up your design. And that's piece number one. I will go back in and wipe my cup back down since I have been touching all on it. And I will turn it to the next empty spot. So it honestly don't matter if I really was to put this on this side or that side. But I like to try to keep mine on the same side from where I cut it from. So same thing, lay it flat, rub it down real good. Lift the corner. And slowly pull back. Once again, everything should be stuck to the clear part. Now I take the cup. I try to visual as to where I want it. But you also got to make sure you can't come too far out, because you got to remember, you got to put something on the other side. So you want to make sure you in far enough to where your other design will still fit to the other side. Once again, I try not to go into this hump. I think I want it about right here. So this is where I'm placing. And I am going to just slowly start going around. With my finger, as if I was using a squeegee tool. And just like that. Once again, I'm gonna take my rag and I am going to put pressure behind and go over the whole design. And as I'm making this cup, I don't know if you can see what some of the stuff say, but first and foremost, cup of positivity. Everything will be okay. Positive vibes. Believe in yourself. If y'all don't do nothing else, believe in yourself. Never give up. You ever just felt like you can't do it? This cup say, I can do this. I know it's some of y'all that have the hardest time getting up in the morning sometimes. I know I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. But one thing you have to remember, you got this. And just keep on pushing it down until you satisfied. You don't see no more bubbles, which I think I'm pretty good. Once again, you're gonna peel back corner and slowly start peeling back. Now we only got one more piece, and your cup of positivity is gonna be done. Once again, I'm gonna take my rag, wipe this area just in case. Now I'm gonna take this last piece, move this to the side some. I'm gonna take this, rub it down real good so it's stuck to the clear part good. And then I'm gonna peel it on back. As you can see, I'm over here struggling trying to get the plastic back. But I'm gonna get it eventually. There we go. Scroll it back slowly. And then, once again, it should all be on the clear side. I'm gonna see how I wanna place it. I'm not gonna touch it yet, but once again, you don't want this side to overlap, so try to get as possible. I think I am satisfied with this. And I am, as you can see, it almost overlapping right in here. But it ain't. I hope not. If so, I'm gonna fix it real quick. But I'm just gonna lay it down nice and slow. It almost overlapped, but it's good. I'm satisfied with the placement. Now, I'm gonna rub this down. On this side of the cup, you are amazing. Good things take time. You are strong and fearless. You are amazing. Sometimes you have to tell yourself, you are amazing. Or you are awesome. Even sometimes you are beautiful. No matter what your situation is. If you ain't even learned something about how to make this cup today, at least you learned that there's a cup of positivity out there waiting for you or for somebody else that you may know that might be going through some hard times, that might just need that extra little boost of positivity. But I want to tell you myself, everything will be okay. If nothing else fails, if everything else fails, you gonna still be okay. And after you remove that last piece of plastic, technically your cup of positivity is done. Replace that lid. Fill that bad boy up with something to drink. And with that glass straw, and you got you your cup of positivity. It's so colorful. Just wait till you see something in it. So not only do I have this cup of positivity, here's a few other cups that I've done as well. This one is called my mental breakdown cup. This one also is another cup. It's called the daily reminder cup. This is another cup of positivity that I made as well. But the only difference is with this one is that I blinged out the bamboo lid. And if you would like to see me do a video on that, just leave a comment saying you want to see a video, and I would definitely upload you one. Hopefully you was able to learn something from this video, how to apply UV DTF to a glass cup. If you didn't learn anything, and hopefully at least you took from this video, if nothing else, that you got this. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video.